It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Saturday, April 8th. I'm Michael Groff. Clouds on the increase today as a cold front will move through the region this afternoon and tonight, but not much fanfare with it. No precipitation expected. Slightly cooler weather tomorrow and Monday. Let's talk about it as we look outside this morning at 8 o'clock on the dot. We've got some clouds out there right now. 64 degrees to start the day at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 30, humidity 28%. The winds are light. The barometer is rising. Temperatures around the area right now, mid-50s to mid-60s in most places, of course. Fort McDowell, the cool spot at 45. Some clouds in the satellite picture, high clouds mainly, with that frontal band that is headed our way. Watch warning map, we've got some wind advisories in northern Arizona. Winds could gust over 40 miles per hour for places like Flagstaff, the Grand Canyon, Page, Show Low, Winslow. Elevated fire danger as well, so the red flag warnings are out there in southeast Arizona and along the rim. Elsewhere across the west, wind advisories, high wind warnings in a few spots as well, especially on the lee side of the Sierra today, and some scattered winter weather advisories as well. Let's look at the convective outlook here. A marginal risk of severe storms well north of the state today, up around the Great Salt Lake. Otherwise, not much around here. We'll talk about what's happening, though, as we take a look at the models and get into our weather in more detail. Here's the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. Here comes that trough, and there is a frontal band that will drag south. So winds on the increase in Southern California along the river, in Southern Nevada, Northern Arizona today. A bit of a breeze here in the valley later this afternoon for sure. With partly sunny skies, we'll still climb into the upper 80s this afternoon. Not quite as warm as yesterday. Now, this afternoon and tonight, as that frontal boundary moves across the area, I suppose there could be a sprinkle, a very light shower generated, but this far south, the main upper support is just well to the north. All of the moisture is well to the north. So it does not appear likely that we'll see anything measurable, if we see anything at all. Then tomorrow, a bit of a breeze, a very nice day overall. Highs in the upper 70s to about 80. The sky mostly sunny. Monday, we're about 80 to maybe the low 80s, and again, a mostly sunny sky. High pressure will build in across the southern tier of the United States, especially here in the southwest, for the middle part of the week, starting on Tuesday. But a series of weather systems will help to keep the ridge fairly flat, and so not going to look for anything too dramatic in terms of a warm-up, but we'll see highs in the mid and upper 80s. Same for Wednesday and Thursday. Now you see another trough and a pretty deep surface low approaching the Pacific Northwest coast. On Friday, do see some rain for the Intermountain West, but well north of Arizona. Doesn't look like any sensible weather around here, and highs will still be in the upper 80s to about 90 degrees. Here's a week from today. This is Saturday, the 15th of April, another trough off the west coast. And this could be a little bit more promising, but in the meantime, high temperatures would still be warm. We'd be in the mid and upper 80s. Here's Sunday the 16th. That trough gets closer to the Northern California coast. Southwesterly flow, maybe pulling in some moisture, some clouds on the increase. And again, highs in the mid and upper 80s. And then this is the end of the forecast period, Monday, April 17th. If this verifies, that's a cold low over Southern California. And we could see some good moisture advection. There'd be a chance of showers, maybe some thunderstorms, and much cooler temperatures if this verifies. But, you know, we've seen many different looks out here toward the middle part of the month. So I'm not going to hang my hat on any one solution right now, but we will definitely have to watch this situation very carefully. But as you know, it's very hard to get rain in here and much cooler weather once we start getting into middle April. Looking at temperatures off the GFS ensemble through the period, we'll warm it up through this week, and then next weekend and maybe out toward 10 days or so, we could cool it off. Perhaps well cooler than what's shown here. We will see. And that's a look at the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video back here tomorrow morning. Really appreciate you watching. Leave your comments and suggestions, questions, whatever you'd like in the comments section of the video. And we'll see you back here tomorrow.